Hello, everybody. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to our 20th, and that's right, 20th annual Spring Michigan Friendship Invitational Tournament. On behalf of all the instructors and schools in the Zenbei Batokukai International, we wish you an outstanding competition experience. And this will actually be our 30th tournament overall, 10 so far in our fall season and now 20 in our spring. We are super excited to be hosting this and super excited about some of the updates that we're able to extend your way. I want to begin by welcoming all of this year's special guests. So again, welcome to our friends in the Shotokan schools that have joined us for this tournament, and a big welcome to the Genbukai organization for joining us once again this season. We really enjoy how we can all come together and benefit and grow as a group. Of course, I want to make an opportunity to mention all the Zenbei Batokukai International schools that are joining us. Thank you for your continued support and coming to the event and putting forth your best effort. And again, a big thank you to all of our volunteers, our judges, everybody who stepped in to fill a role today. We truly appreciate that opportunity that you have provided us. So thank you for supporting our event. Volunteers, judges, do make sure that you have acquired a wristband from your instructor so that you can get into the tournament. And it's really important for everybody to make sure that you have those wristbands on when you walk in. That's going to help expedite your arrival process. And volunteers, remember to make sure you've picked up your packets and your shirts from your school, from your instructor. As you all begin to arrive at Arena for our friendship tournament, remember that there is parking lots 16 and 17. And again, arrive with your wristbands on so you can arrive quicker and easier. Remember that we will have any overstock shirts and mouth guards available at the front table for purchase. However, we do recommend always pre-ordering those things and pre-purchasing those things. We will have anything left over at the front table when you arrive. Remember, there are locker room and restroom locations, high and low in Arena, to use as you need. I wanted to share our updated arrival times based on the competitors and the time frames that we now have at our disposal. There are a few minor updates that may help you plan your day better. We will begin this tournament uniquely with all of our black belt divisions. This is something different that we are testing out at this particular tournament. It's one of our updates and we're very excited about it. So black belts, be ready, and that goes for all judges and volunteers as well, because we will need all hands on deck. We will start the tournament promptly at 9 o'clock after our center judges meet at 8:30 with the black belt divisions. Now, the secondary divisions will be our teen and adults, and we plan for them to begin at around 11:30. So as long as you arrive before that time frame, you'll be fine. We definitely won't start them early. We may need to start them a little bit later, depending on how the day progresses, but we have found our estimates to be pretty spot on. Little Dragons are set to start at 1:15. And our 9 and under, when I say 9 and under, this is levels below black belt. So Q belt levels below black belt. They're on to start at 2:15. 4:15 would be the arrival time for our 10 to 12-year-olds, and they will finish our day at the friendship tournament. Remember, there are 3 things that'll really help you plan your day and see the progression of our tournament. The first of which is the big division chart. There's actually 2 of them that are right at the top of the arena as you enter. We have staff throughout the day that will go over and cross off the divisions as they are completed. So you can see, based on the ring that you're in, how far that ring is and what they're doing that day. So hopefully it helps you keep track of how soon you might be called to the ring and be up to compete. Secondarily, I'll show you a sample here. These yellow sheets are our Find Your Ring chart. And this is a really great way to look up based on whether you're a youth, a teen, a little dragon, a black belt, and then look up the specific divisions you're competing in, kata, weapons, sparring, and then look up the ring that it's assigned to. Now, there is a chance that we can make some adjustments, but typically we stick to this as good as we can. So definitely pick up one of these when you first walk in. They'll all be at the top of the arena. That's number 2 of the 3 things. The third thing would be your official tournament program. And this is helpful because on the back you can keep track of the scores that you've received, or your family, parents, etc. could do that. Secondarily, inside are some general things to be aware of: the competitors pledge for our tournament and the approximate arrival times and start times of the various categories of divisions. So those are, again, the 3 things that are going to be helpful for you as you plan your day at the tournament. We try to provide an experience where, aside from the staff, the competitors can come and go as they need to for their specific events and competitions. Now, one of the things I will also mention is that we will provide on our tournament Facebook page, which is MFIT, M-F-I-T, Michigan Friendship Invitational Tournament on Facebook. We will share the links to those documents electronically, as well as many other updates about the tournament as we get closer to tournament day, on tournament day, etc. We also will have QR codes posted throughout the arena where you can use your phone and look at those documents electronically as well. But we find the paper works just as good. Remember, when we call out divisions, we'll call them by the event, whether it's kata forms, sparring, kumite, kobudo, weapons. We'll also call out the age, in some cases the gender, depending. Also the Q, the KYU, Q level, which is the number of your belt, and the color or the stripe within the belt. Remember that we do have different organizations present, and if you're a member of one of those organizations, keep in mind that our belt structure, color-wise, could look different. Keep in mind if you're a Zenbei Batoku Kai International member, the same thing. So we've worked hard with the different instructors to make sure that students are placed effectively. So that Q number, that number of your belt, is typically a really important number to know. Know it before you enter the tournament. Remember to respond to your current age, the current belt Q level that you're wearing, and our hope is that when you filled out your registration forms, you predicted what those things would be, and that's what you registered under. Although instructors do tend to make some adjustments as we go through. But respond to what you currently are. If we need to make adjustments, we'll make them on tournament day. Remember, each ring will have white ring lines and performance marks where you can start your form or kata or your sparring matches. They should be really clear and easy to see as you look down onto the tournament floor. As you compete, you can leave arena once you are done. All awards will be handed out at the rings as you finish each division. You're welcome to leave. We encourage you to watch, or we encourage you to come early and see some of the other competitors. If you are going to stick around arena, there are concessions that they host for us before and after. We just ask that you do your part to keeping the arena clean and neat and make usage of the trash receptacles throughout the day. We pride ourselves as martial artists on leaving a place cleaner than we found it when we walked in. Remember that the tournament floor itself is a restricted area. Staff only, photographers only, staff photographers that is. Please avoid the stage and the tournament floor at all times. Now, this also goes for staff that are not currently being used. Remember, we want to make sure that everybody can see the tournament. We want to make sure that we're not clogging the aisleways. We're making it a very useful and conducive experience for all. So please make sure that you adhere to those guidelines, whether you are a competitor, a spectator, a staff member, etc. Remember, competitors, instructors, family, cheering, and coaching is not something that we support at our tournament. The competitors have worked hard for the last several months to get to this point. Hopefully they've received as much tutelage and learning as they need to participate. So applause is acceptable, but please no cheering or coaching at our tournament. We don't want anyone to get disqualified due to that. So please adhere to those guidelines. Each ring has a coordinator typically standing at the ring in one of our volunteer shirts. They're in charge of overseeing the ring, making sure the competitors are going up and checking them in. If you see any type of mistake or issue that you want to address, they are a good person to start with, and then they can bring it to the attention of our head floor coordinators, and we can make sure that we resolve it. We'd much rather resolve anything right on the spot. If anything were to come up, I'm happy to say that it's a rarity. Volunteers, whether you're black belt volunteers or time, score, and any other volunteer, remember to consult the videos that we have put out there for you. Remember, there's also assignments that have been sent out. And so if you're not sure what your assignments are, for some reason you didn't receive those messages, consult your instructor. They should also have all of that information. We ask that you arrive in time for your assignments so that we can keep everything running smoothly. And again, we appreciate the support. We will start at 9 a.m. sharp on Saturday morning, April 26th, with an anthem, the national anthem that is, a bow-in, and the first division of the day this season will be our black belt team kata, followed by all the rest of the black belt division. So be ready to go, black belts, be fresh and ready to perform. I'd like to remind you about the virtues of the competitor's pledge. Remember, it's always great to compete with spirit, but also strong sportsmanship. And we encourage us all to have a great experience. We know that competition brings out a great opportunity to test someone's confidence, and we applaud all of you for getting out there and participating, and early congratulations to those of you that place on Saturday. But remember, sportsmanship is key to a quality tournament experience. Good luck to everybody. If there are any questions about the tournament, please start with your in-house instructors, and they can pass any concerns our way. Thank you so much, and enjoy our friendship tournament. Thank you.